So you know our books, we have the Swedish version, we have the Finnish and the English. And then we also have the care model that is called 𝗵𝗲 𝗵𝗆 for the healthcare. And just some months ago, I actually released my second book, that is the childbirth class that we talk a lot about today, that is like the practical aspect from this method. So we work with like a 3-step model. This is like how you create a positive birth experience. You need knowledge. This empowers you to understand your body, understand your emotions. Instead of romanticizing, we just strengthen you in your own feeling of your own ability. This is like the basics here. So we need to strengthen our ability rather than trying to avoid our ability. This is maybe what has happened today, that we are not so prepared for challenges, pain, strong emotions in life generally. So anxiety is created because we don't know how, and we don't trust our ability to go through that. Because, guys, do you agree with me? It doesn't matter what we want. Can any one of you tell me that you lived a life without, for instance, emotional or physical pain? No. So, you know, it's a part of life. Can any one of you tell me that you never experienced unpleasant, strong emotions? No. So this is again something we need to strengthen within ourselves, our own trust in our own abilities. So this is, and then understanding our body, the physical aspect. We also have practice. That's step number 2. So practice means that we practice by doing it through the body language. So the childbirth class, the practice through the application we have, gives you that kind of possibility to really get it into your body memory, because once the contractions hit, guys, you forget everything. You don't remember shit. And what actually matters is those tools. So you need to, you know, remember that. And then we have the support, and that's where you as the partner, support person, steps in and become that lighthouse in the ocean of the contractions. You become that, you know, gatekeeper who steers constantly the team that includes your baby towards the feelings of trust. So the feelings of trust will activate the physiology you have inside. So we also have the application that I'm going to just show to you in the end that will help you further to come on that track together once birth starts. So you can listen to audios that helps you remember the tools, and then you just switch off the audios while you're counting the contractions, and you as a partner, you have created your own playlist for what kind of words, which tools, how to touch, and so on in contractions. So these 3 steps are the pathway that we work with to really empower your birth experience. So step 1 is what we focus on in these webinars. Mostly is the knowledge, to understand your body, to understand so you can implement that in your birth later on. So we always start with, I'm going to touch down with our basics. We always start with that your body knows how to give birth. But as I mentioned to you guys before, what we forget is the person who's actually doing the work. The expert on birth is not healthcare. It's not the midwife. It's not the obstetrician. We who work with birth, yeah, we are good at the small part of birth where, you know, medical attention is needed. But that's a very, very small part, because birth is the only natural and normal thing, even if it's very challenging for many of us, that we have inside of a hospital. And that means that if we give away that ability, thinking that somebody else can do it better than ourselves, of course, that also creates confusion, that creates like fear, and it can make us very, very lonely. So that's what we work with. To understand your body, first of all, you need to understand the physical work your body is going to do. Your body will work stronger than a forest worker does in a week. So there's enormous amounts of energy coming through your body to help your baby towards you. Always keep that in mind. That work, that intensity is your baby coming towards you. That's like the mindset we have here. And that's what you remind your birthing partner as the support person as well. And of course, sometimes we don't have the strength to think about the baby. We just want to know somebody understands we're having a tough period. So that's also normal. But your body knows how to give birth. So the difference from a marathon when you go to the gym is that this work comes from your autonomic nervous system. So this creates immediately a shift in how we prepare ourselves for the work. So the autonomic nervous system has two sides. It's the sympathetic and parasympathetic, and it is in charge of all these physiological automatic. It's an intelligence. Same intelligence that's making your heart beat is right now building your baby. Imagine your body is building a human being. And when I was tired and feeling sick and I just checked in and said, I don't need to do anything because I am building a human. What is your superpower? And that is like where we really need to give grace to our bodies, that nobody knows how this intelligence is able to do that, but it does. So the same intelligence that makes your heart beat, building your baby, is going to give birth to the baby. You don't need to read anything. It's already programmed within you, okay? So the autonomic nervous system is doing the job and it's automatic. So that shifts that our job, instead of thriving like when we're really fighting, get to the goal or lifting heavy, it is actually the opposite. It's allowing. And so you see here, we already shift here that we have to find a way as good as we can. We do not work with perfection in this method. There's no perfect life. There's no perfect birth. There's only you doing your best and getting love for that. That's how I always work with women in birth, and that's important. So our job is to allow and do nothing and allow the uterus to do everything. That's like how this method has addressed the physical work. So to do that, we need positive control. We always talk about control as something negative, but we talk about positive control. So that is about controlling what we can control and not controlling what we can't control. And that's today's subject. So the support person's focus becomes then not that what's going on in the room. This is a normal mistake you do as a support person. You're looking at the staff, or you're staring at the CTG machine that's taking the heart rate. 9 out of 10 partners or support persons look at that machine, but your focus needs to be on your birthing partner. So you need to be physically close, body contact, mentally present, that you can scan what emotions is dominating, and then emotionally present. What is the difference when we have an autonomic work that we need to allow through the body? It requires courage and it's scary. The intensity that the body has can feel overwhelming. It's natural. So that's where we need that emotional support. We need to hear that we're not alone. Many women feel alone even if the staff and the partner are in the room. So we need to feel that we're supported, that you get a lot of encouragement, you get a lot of praise. So that's the third thing for the partner to really, really find, and leave the medical to the staff. So our method simply focuses on two things. The body already does the work. We don't need to even understand exactly how. So we need to keep track. Your job as the support person, your job as the birthing woman, is to keep track of the break that will hinder this amazing ability we already have inside. And also use and enhance and make stronger the gas that will open this inner ability. That's it. The rest is done by hormones, the uterus, and your beautiful baby. So that's what you do all these hours. You focus on keeping away the break, the stop, the physiological no, and you're getting as close as possible to the gap.